y'all, welcome back, or welcome if you are new. My name is Sammy, and today's Sunday supper with Sammy, we are going to make a meatloaf with mashed potatoes and green beans and some rolls. I haven't decided if I wanted to make my homemade rolls or if I'm just going to use the Sister Schubert's, because y'all, them things are good. Have y'all ever tried them? Let me know in the comments below. But anyways, let's get into cooking this Sunday suppers with Sammy. Good home rib sticking meal kind of deal. So let's get into making some yummy meatloaf and some green beans and then homemade mashed potatoes as well. All right, y'all, let's go cook. All right, y'all, so we're gonna start off by making the meatloaf, and you just want to get a mixing bowl. Some people use their stand mixers if they have it, but I just went ahead and did it just in a regular glass mixing bowl. Either way is fine. So you just crumble up your beef a little bit, and then I'm using the 90-10 for this. So once I get that all broken up, the middle of it was still a little bit frozen, but that's okay, y'all. It's all right. You can still make a dinner. So I got that all broken up, and then I'll add my seasonings to it and my eggs, and I use saltine crackers in mine, which you'll see here in a minute. And I do put a pack of the Lipton soup mix in there, the beefy onion, along with A1 steak sauce and Worcestershire, and then whatever other seasonings you want. So let's get to adding the ingredients and mixing the meatloaf up. Okay, so right here, you just set your bowl over to the side and get your baking dish, whatever you want to use. And then I spray mine because I use a leaner ground beef, so I don't want anything sticking. So I just sprayed that with a little bit of the cooking spray. And then I mix my beef together in this bowl with the best tools ever given to you by God, which is your hands. So you just want to mix that very well, but you don't want to over mix it because you don't want your meat to be tough. I'm gonna wash my hands real quick, and then I kind of see right there in the bowl, I shape it while it's in there. That way I can just kind of transfer it. But then, y'all, my OCD kicks in. And I try to make everything like perfectly shaped, and I don't know why I do this. I cause myself so much more stress than need be. But anyways, I get it into the shape that we like, and then I go ahead and cover it with aluminum foil, and then I put it in the oven to bake at 350 for about 45 minutes, I believe, or at least until it gets up to temperature. So you'll see that here in a minute. Also, every stove is different, so just monitor it. All right, so right here, I'm gonna go ahead and make our favorite green beans, which are the Margaret Holmes seasoned Italian cut green beans. These things are amazing. The only thing I add to it is just a little pat of butter and some pepper. That is it. So I just stir that together, put the lid on it, and let them cook on down until everything else is done. Okay, so right here, I'm just gonna go ahead and peel and cube up some potatoes for my homemade mashed potatoes. And I'm gonna go ahead and get this done pretty quick. You'll see here in a minute that I'll have them all peeled up and ready to go. And then I just cover them up to the top of the potatoes with water. And I do add some salt to the water. And when I say some, I mean, it needs to taste like the ocean water. No, because potatoes need that salt. That's how I say it. Make sure you salt your potatoes. But I'm gonna let them cook, and then I'll bring you back when they're done. right, so the potatoes are now tender enough to where we're gonna go ahead and drain them, put them back in a mixing bowl, and then you want to go ahead and add, well, actually, yeah, you can just leave them in your pan like I do, and then you can save yourself a lot of time. But I hand mash mine with my potato masher, so that's why I leave them in my pans. Otherwise, I would have put them into a bowl. But I use a whole stick of butter and a whole block of cream cheese, y'all. When I make my homemade mashed potatoes, I usually do this. Sometimes I add in mayonnaise, sometimes I don't. And sometimes I put heavy cream and sometimes I don't. But these two are my staples when I make homemade mashed potatoes. So you see what I did there? I just put everything in there and let it get melty, and then I come back in with my potato masher and I just mash everything on up, get them good and creamy, add in some seasonings, which is probably like nature seasoning, Cavender's or salt and pepper, whatever I feel like doing. But anyways, put the seasonings in, stir them up, cover it up. All right, so right here, I've just got a packet of the brown gravy mix, and I just fix it according to the directions on the back of the package. And just like that, it's done, y'all. For a package mix, this actually isn't too bad of a gravy. So if you need a quick fix, try this one out. All right, y'all, and now everything is done. There's the green beans, the gravy, and there is that yummy meatloaf. And no, I don't put any topping on it because everybody likes something different, so I make it just plain with no topping on it, and everybody can decide what they want when they put it on their plate. But everything's done. I'm gonna go ahead and serve it up, and then I'll bring you back to show you the finished plate, y'all. All right, here is the finished plate. So we have our meatloaf, our green beans, mashed potatoes and gravy, and some rolls. And I did end up making the Sister Schubert rolls instead of homemade, but they are so good. If you haven't tried them, go try them. They are absolutely delicious. But here's the finished plate. So I really appreciate y'all coming back for another What's for Dinner, and I hope you all stick around to see the dessert at the end. But it was part of a collab, so you'll have to go and watch the other video if you want the full details on how I made them. I just show you the finished product here, so I'll have that video linked in my description box below. But they were pumpkin dessert squares, and it was a recipe from my cookbook collab that I'm in with Tamra. So if you are interested in that dessert, click the link below in my description box and go watch it. But here you go, guys. These were so delicious, and they were so easy to make, you wouldn't believe it. But I just cut them up into squares, hence the name pumpkin square dessert. And I topped it with a little bit of whipped cream and some cinnamon, and that was dessert on this night, y'all. So thanks for joining me. I hope you will stick around. If you like this video, give me a like, hit the subscribe button, and turn that post notification on so you're notified every time I post. But until next time, y'all, God bless. Bye, y'all.